Alrighty, avast ye scurvy scallywags, and welcome one and all to Sirens and Silver. What? Do I have something on my nose? Like,
I know. It's just the behind the scenes stuff.
I'm just gonna be on the smell out for any cooked bunny.
delicious.
Because if I can't ever find any cooked bunny today, I know what the alternative is.
I feel like
You're vegetarian. Why does the kitchen smell
music is
like
really loud. What music? There's music. Wait,
That's
what
the
music?
music of us. That's our innate resonance.
Oh, there is. It's like cyberpunk music.
Oh, is there? Hold on. Oh God. Where's that music? Oh, there we go. Aha. Oh, apparently my background animation comes with music. Thank you.
Oh, why is the underwater background animation come with cyberpunk?
I don't know.
Don't worry, we're all professionals.
Yeah, apologies. Let's try that again. Avashi skirty skirts. Nope. Let's try again. Round 3. You know what? Give me a second. I'll be back. Just.
Let's try. Jack's been
Shut up.
drinking, everybody.
I'm a professional, damn it! Okay. Hi guys, and welcome, you scurvy scallywags, to Sirens and Silver. As you can see, we've had
one.
This is take 1. Definitely take 1.
One.
Just Toad's prophet.
Oh my god.
It's a good start. My name's Michael, I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to our pirate-themed Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition adventure featuring these wonderful and amazing humans that have come from all around the internets to come and play today. Joining us today is none other than the wonderful Robert Hartley, GM, playing the role of Captain Fawkes. G'day, Rob. Fork. Damn it, I'll get it right one day. Last
Stop
episode.
swearing, Rob.
No,
Last episode, I'll
will
get it
actually
right.
be
Change
worried
channel.
if you get it right.
Well, yeah.
That means that something's going on.
That means that'll be the moment you die.
Yeah.
That's the moment to worry.
Hello.
Hello.
I didn't know if you wanted more than that. Hello.
I mean, yeah, that's. I mean, do you want more? You can have more. I mean, I'm not gonna stop you.
I mean, you said it all in the intro. I'm Robert Hartley, GM, and I'm playing Fork.
There you go. Done. Okay, next up, of course, from the land of World Anvil is none other than the Janet from World Anvil, playing the role of Swift, the Harangon. Bonjour.
That's me. Hello. I am Janet. I am from World Anvil. I also write and play games and write and read novels. And I'm playing Swift. She's a Harangon. She's a bunny. She shoots people. Now with piranhas.
Yeah.
They're coming.
Not gonna lie, I did kind of forget you had forgot you had that.
That was you.
Yeah, that was me.
This is gonna be fun.
All right. Next up on our list is none other than the indomitable Patrick, playing the even more indomitable Alistane. Good day,
Hi,
sir.
yes. Patrick Keefe, that great gentleman, playing Alistane Porter. Bosun of the... What the hell's our ship name again, Captain?
Whatever you want it to be. I call it Siren's Edge or
Siren something. I don't know. We've renamed it 3 times now.
The Broken Siren. Oh no, that was a tavern.
Siren's Bane or something.
Something like that.
I'm not entirely sure. It's
I
sort of a
just- I
debate.
thought it was the Razorbeak.
The Razorbeak is
The
our thing.
Razorbeak,
I'm
right.
Captain. No, it's Razor's Edge. I'm
Oh, the
Captain
Razor's
Razorbeak.
Razor's Edge.
Oh
It's
yeah.
the Razor's Edge.
Right.
I knew it had an edge in there somewhere. It's an edgy name.
We should definitely play this
We're
game a
very
lot more
edgy.
often than we do. I feel like
Yes. If a captain, if the entire captain and bosun and entire crew can't remember the name of the ship, it's a pretty sure sign that
wasn't
we
even
don't
a
play often
dig.
enough.
But it was really
No, that
funny
wasn't
too
even
because
a dig that we don't play often enough. That was a dig at the fact that we literally we've changed the name of the ship several times. That's canonical.
it is. In canon, the ship actually has just all these scratches over it. I don't think anyone really knows the name of the ship anymore. Fantastic. And of course, last but certainly not least, looking absolutely fabulous is none other than the wonderful dreaded GM playing Asalas.
Hello, I'm Josh, Dread GM. I have dreadlocks. I'm a game master. We're here. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons, and I'm very excited.
Have you been asked recently why you were called Dreaded GM or something? Why is your intro changed?
No, because everyone else is changing theirs, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna do something different too. That's it.
Look, I changed
I'm
mine
dreaded
because I walked in. Yeah, I
I'm
could
that great gentleman. Clearly, I'm great.
Yeah. I just walked in and I kind kind of tripped over
Janet
the
is an
welcome
anvil.
mat from my own stream,
Yeah.
so I kind of decided to restart the whole thing. That wasn't something to copy.
Amazing. I love it. Well, that's what we're doing.
Who rolled for chaos? Because
Well,
I'm
yes,
loving
Andy.
all of this.
Happening
so
already.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Um,
it is.
Rolling. Oh no, we rolled.
I
that.
rolled a D20
Digitally.
instead of a number. It just read chaos. I didn't buy that.
I want that dice. Somebody make that dice and I will buy it. Just that
Please do.
one thing says
Please.
chaos on it.
Yeah, that's
I
it.
love it.
Not even the 1 or the 20, just like a random
No,
number.
just
Exactly.
one of the
It's like
numbers.
the 5.
Yeah, that's it. It could be just a random number. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Okay.
And perhaps
Incredible.
our ship doesn't have a name. We don't name it. Other people name it
It's
for
called
us.
the Razor's Edge.
I
I don't know why you guys keep forgetting.
So as you can see,
love
this
it.
chaotic group of misfits has been bonded together over their love of the ocean and the love of the ship that they clearly have named, and are on a valiant quest in order to search for a long-lost treasure, an ancient treasure that has been hidden away in the seas known as the Dread Sea. That is the treasure of Captain Goldfist, an infamous pirate whose infamy had basically changed even the form of currencies used in this region of the sea, as gold is now considered to be cursed and invokes the spirit of the dreadful captain himself. But through the various actions of our group, having found a secret lantern belonging to the first mate, the group has now a bearing to not only the resting place of Captain Dren Goldfist himself, but also his long-lost and foreboding treasure. Our heroes have set a course and begun their journey across the sea in order to try and find this treasure, and have hit a spot of mythical weather surrounding a very, very tumultuous volcano. The sky has turned a verdant green as clouds and lightning flash from high above. These are the phosphorescent clouds of the green fire storms that rain down from time to time in this region of the sea, and unfortunately for our crew, it has just begun, with splatters of fire emerging aboard the ship. Fire.
Pretty sure we were already through this.
I'm
and we
not
got out the other
done!
side and we
I
were all fine.
put the
Everything
animation
was-
there, and I am going to use it! God damn it.
We already put out the fire, so you didn't need the fire. It's fine. You didn't need to put half an hour into making the fire before you remembered that we
The
already
audience
put it
didn't
out.
need to know how long I took, but, you know, glad that's out in the internet now.
Jack, I'm just saying, this is your Zoom call. You can totally mute him on command.
This is true. So, yeah.
There was fire!
Most of it.
Look,
There
there's
was
fire. There was fire.
Whoa!
And
Careful there, Austin. Azalas. Oh, careful with the fire. It looks real good.
Yeah, it looks very, very
Pretty
convincing.
dangerous.
Very real. Very
They're so
real
hot,
fire.
they're smoking.
I'm immersing ourselves into this. So as our heroes found themselves caught ablaze, Alastane, with his knowledge of the wind and waves, informed them that this was a phosphorescent fire, and no manner of water will put it out. And of course, so far away from sand and soil, you made your way to another decision. Working together hastily, you sealed off the cabins within the actual ship itself, took in the sails, and ladened it with magical energies to dive and sink the ship beneath the waves.
Sailing ships are meant to also be submersibles, right?
Yeah, totally.
Totally.
Absolutely. 100%. I mean, someone in chat argue with me otherwise. So as the ship began to take on water and fill and flood certain areas so that it could, of course, disappear beneath the waves, the phosphorescent flames were lifted from the decks and the mast and raised to the surface of the water. Our heroes now, battened down in the center sections of the mid deck, await to see if their plan works and if they can ride out the storm, or if the ship is going to meet a watery end.
And then the ship breaches on the other side of the storm, and we all go, "Whew, that was tough."
It was
I'm glad we made it.
amazing.
Cool. Next.
All right.
That's how
Counter
collaborative
over.
storytelling, right? I
Let me
decide.
when
This
they
is-
count.
we moved on. Next
we're doing
chapter.
yeah. So the next chapter, as you rise to the surface of the water,
Oh
you
God,
realize
no. I've
that
challenged him now. He's gonna be
you-
a crack on us on the.
yeah,
What have you done?
you've risen to the surface, and as you've done, you've realized that you're only through the first layer of the ocean, and it's actually a 10-layered ocean schematic. So now you're in super ocean.
Dante's Infocean.
I was gonna say, call me Dante.
The underwater. It's the underwater dungeon.
All right.
From Legend of
An
Zelda.
Inferno Ocean. All right.
So-
Virgil Senpai, where are you?
So we were in the central cabin that was all watertight, and
Correct.
And so we're in a little bubble of air, going like, "Oh God, I hope we're okay," and the rest of the ship is just flooded.
Correct. The sounds of the wood creaks around you, and as it does so, the sound of the waves, the hum, that kind of din that you can hear when your ears are below the waves, is now just echoing throughout the chambers. The macaw, the tiny parrot-like creatures that man your ship, are all huddled together.
Damn, we really should have brought them in as well. Oops. Oh well.
We did.
Oh yeah, of course. We've still got these six.
I did that.
They seem to point out what looks to be a porthole window where you can see that there is one macaw whose head is in a bucket.
It's just holding its bucket up.
I'm okay.
Good job. Good job.
Yeah, his name is Nubjob.
Good job, Nobjob. Keep it up. He's doing Pirates of the Caribbean, walking at the bottom with the boat overturned on the
Yeah,
ice.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
what it is. Okay.
Exactly.
Now, inside this cabin, you know that there is only about 10 minutes worth of air at most with this amount of people here. And you can't see the ship, let alone steer it while it is moving this way. You feel and can kind of see out the window as the ship starts to descend, moving down through the water. You don't know how deep it is in this particular region, and the water starts to darken more and more by the minute.
Say, Bosun,
Aye, Captain.
what was our plan for the other side of this again?
Pray.
Right. I was worried you'd say that.
Hmm.
Any of you have ideas for how to rid our boat of water at great speed when we need to actually surface again?
I believe we haven't thought that through. We merely reacted to the Hellfire storm.
Well, at least we've delayed the inevitable then.
Well, actually, I did have a little word with Binkley, and he seems to think that he can get rid of some of the water.
Oh!
I really need to sit down with this ladle of yours and work out what the hell it is and what it can do. What exactly do you mean he can get rid of some of the water?
It's some wizard thing, destroy water, if that's possible. I'm not a wizard, I don't know. You'll have to talk
And
to
this
the ladle.
ladle is? This ladle is a wizard?
I unhook.
Jesus.
I unhook the ladle from my belt and hold it up, and the tongue comes out, and a single eye, and it goes. You know, Binkley.
Right.
The ladle blinks.
Well, I hope you're all thirsty. We may be drinking our way out.
Seawater. I wouldn't recommend it.
It was a facetious comment, Swift.
Well, if you want to get pickled again, I'm not going to stop you.
Gazing out the windows,
That's actually a pretty good one.
Gazing out the windows, you can see that the green coloration still seems to illuminate from the light source above. The fire's still setting ablaze the ocean surface. 8 minutes pass.
Remind me which of you can breathe when this all
Again.
goes under.
I was lucky enough to have water breathing cast on me from Alistane.
Because I believe it was Alistane Swift and Azalis were caught in it. Falk might have
I
been
have
only
the
one.
ring of breathing.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is
Swift's
okay.
already.
breathing.
Swift's got a ring of breathing. I can breathe underwater anyway. And so you grab you, Azalis, and like a couple of the kobolds.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. As a matter of fact, should one of us, or multiple of us, who can currently breathe under the water, attempt to steer the ship,
That's what I was beginning to formulate. If there is a limited amount of breathable air in here for those that need it, I could breathe outside.
As can I.
So the ones who can breathe should probably head through the. Where are we? Are we in the what part of the ship are we in?
This would probably be the galley.
Galley. All right. So can we get out of the galley without letting the water in? So obviously
That's
at the
kind
bottom
the
of
trick
it.
about it, isn't it?
Is there a way through the bottom of the galley in some way to get out into where the water is? Without...
Actually,
Just
there
plug
is.
everything with carrots if we're in the galley.
There is a small pantry hatch that leads down into the chambers below, which, from in there, if you allow the pantry to flood, which won't flood this chamber, it'll allow you to leave out the bilge.
I think our best plan of attack is those of us who can breathe underwater for long enough can head out into the pantry from there into the bilge. Try to lead in as much water as we can to the pantry, but hopefully with the directionality of this room, it should hopefully stop by the ladder. Point down at the pantry ladder. All in favor? Any objections?
Aye.
Aye.
Well, I can't smoke outside, but fine. I say, putting a cigar back in my.
There's plenty of smoke outside, believe me. And I will lead the charge. I'm going to head down into the pantry and start wait for those of us who can breathe to follow me, and then open the door.
After.
Very nice.
Yeah,
All
me
right.
too.
You pry open the trapdoor and make your way down. As the last of you pass through, you close and you secure it, making sure that it is tight. You can hear the sounds of the...
Secure this on the other side, I tell to the McCaws. I'm very confident in their abilities to do so.
they seem to put several bags of flour on top.
That'll do it.
They shake each other's...
That'll keep the force of the ocean at bay.
Yeah, they shake each other's hands. They're like,
Pat each other on the back. Good job. We did it.
Yeah.
Couple of bags.
Couple of bags.
Oh, it'd be better opening the flour and tipping it on the thing, because then the water mixes with it, forms a glue, and you've glued the pantry shut.
Better.
That's exactly how it works.
I
in
like this
campaigns.
idea.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. All right. So, with that being said, you open the door, and as you do, water rushes in. It is cold. It is brisk as.
As I'm grabbing the door to open it, my captain's outfit shrinks and shifts back down until it's basically just a speedos. Which highlights that I'm very top heavy. I'm like missed a lot of leg days kind of I've got a huge chest because of the wings. Obviously you need very strong pectorals to beat wings. So huge chest, quite strong arms, like really sort of muscular arms, but don't have a lot of need for running around because if I need to get somewhere fast, I fly. So my legs are a little bit underdeveloped, but it really accentuates my V shape as when I get into my Speedo costume. I take one last look at the rest of them. Are we ready?
Aye, Captain.
All right. As the water rushes in, you find yourselves in the bilge. Not needing to obviously stay here, you can move about the cabin and move onto the actual deck itself without any problem. But if you were to move a little bit too far away from the ship itself, obviously it's going to continue moving, listing while you are elsewhere. As you, sorry, does anyone wish to head up to the deck?
I don't believe so. Not me.
Nope.
We are entirely submerged now, right? The ship, as far as we know, is entirely submerged.
Correct.
And there's no reason to doubt that, so I wouldn't have to go up to double check that the mast is entirely under the... Because I probably would want to do that unless I had no reason to believe that might be the case.
You believe yourself. With the water as dark as it is, you're pretty confident you are down enough.
Yeah, because the idea is that we wanna try and steer the ship, right?
Yes, yeah, but what are we steering with? Because is the rudder system still going to work? Like, is it?
Kind of a good question.
Like swimming alongside and just kind of holding on and pulling it one way or the other.
What is the current doing?
The current seems to be pulling you forward. So you aren't fighting against it, so you're almost picking up speed while you are descending at
Okay.
the same time.
So we can use the sails as fins,
Okay,
Says-
yeah, that's a good idea.
says Swift.
And then I use my fathomless warlock abilities to just straight up talk to anyone that's fully submerged with me. I say, you don't need to do that, Swift. Stop talking like that immediately. That's an order.
Right.
It's
All
an
right.
accent.
I tell you what, I will just actively keep this warlock feature turned on so that we can all talk normally. And we don't have to
Convenient
worry
brain
about how we're
talking.
talking. Yeah. You don't have to worry about how we're talking underwater.
I want to know what Pat's. So I know what Alistair's actual voice sounds like, but I want to know what Pat's brain voice sounds like and if it's different.
Oh.
Because I feel like
that's-
his brain voice might have a completely different accent.
Hello, Captain. Hello, Captain. I think we should go this way.
That's an interesting question. I think it's sort of the same, but it's very much less gravelly, less throaty than before.
It's not because it's not us going over damaged
It's not
vocal
quite.
cords.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's not quite.
You don't
as
have
much.
nodules yet.
It's a little bit more like this.
I'm sorry, I'm
Amazing.
asking the questions
that's a
nobody should ask.
No. That's a good
That's why
question.
I'm a
and I'm
world
gonna
builder.
Use that.
a
I'm gonna
great
use
question.
that for in the future.
I just love the idea that your head voice is something like, "Well, hello."
yeah, exactly.
I'm just double checking the wording. You guys all probably still sound like to each other because what it says is when you are fully submerged, any creature that is also fully submerged can understand your speech and you can understand theirs. So me and you guys respectively can hear one another in that pairing. As long as I'm involved in the talk, we can hear
Right,
each other
but
fine.
Patrick
But
and I, if we're having
exactly,
a conversation,
if
we'll sound like
you
the Swedish
two-
chef.
You're going.
Now, Swift,
Sorry.
Swift.
Yes.
Checking in your bag, you recall that you have not only the ring that you were provided by, of course, Prince Aeonis, but you also have a shell that he had provided you as well. Is that correct? Now,
Yes, I have it.
instinctually, you're like, hey, something's calling me to this shell, and you gaze upon it, and as you do, it now allows you the following: anyone who speaks into the shell creates a bubble that, when popped, says exactly what you've said into the shell.
So that we don't have to do this.
That
It
is
says,
a
well,
that is
we
a-
don't need this, and throws it away.
That's
break.
a shortcut for Dag is tired of our shit. That's what we're learning here.
Well, actually, that was a gift from the audience, who also may be tired of your shit.
The audience is tired of this shit.
It's a
Sorry,
gift
guys.
from Milsey. Milsey has given us a magic bag, which is a magic item redeem. So while you are in possession of said shell, you may use it in order to communicate clearly beneath the waves.
So does it have to be? Is it like the talking stick? You have to be holding it to say things.
What?
So now everybody can understand me. Everybody can understand Swift. What are we getting? What are we giving to us, Alison?
Oh, he says nothing useful anyway. It's fine.
True.
I'm a paladin.
That was a
my-
joke. That was a joke.
Savage.
Yeah, that's fine.
A
I
bubble
just hit
floats
things
over
hard.
to his-
Also, can I take a
bubble
moment
floats
to
over
point
his
out how?
Alice and is like,
Can I take a moment to point out how I gave you guys literally a magic conch, and then
Yeah.
to explain what the magic conch was, Rob then turned it into a stick?
What? Yeah, because it's a talking stick. That's a
Is it?
thing that you got a talking stick. That's the
Yeah,
the
but it's also-
item.
who has the magic
It's also a
Metaphorically,
conch, like from
Lord of the
Lord
Flies.
of the Rings. Lord of the
What?
Flies. Thank you.
Yes, yeah, it was Lord
There
of
was
the
a
Flies.
lord.
What's-
There was something happening with him. Yeah.
Yes, there was, yeah.
Aristocracy. What can I say? Ah.
Here we go. Who needs inspiration, Sparrow? Me, please. Thank you.
No. No.
You have to deal with these idiots.
No.
All right.
Okay.
We got.
So in that
yeah,
case,
what's the
I
inspiration stick?
take out the shell and I speak into it, and I blow the bubble out, and I go, and I pop it, and it says, "I wonder what the hell this thing does."
I think you just answered your question.
I think so.
God damn it. A bubble floats over
Fine.
to Azalis. Hey, Alistane. Doesn't Azalis look a little weird under the water?
Well, you guys are dragons, so you don't look so bad, but my fur is all like floating around in the water.
Drowned rabbit.
Amazing.
I'll look like a drowned rabbit when I come up, but for now I just look really puffy and really big because I'm just like everything's just floating.
I love it.
All
Alright,
right.
so we can communicate.
We've got the first hurdle down. The one that most D&D tables might have just hand waved immediately and moved on. We have
I
finally,
spent 20 minutes
after 20
figuring
minutes
it out.
of
But we're
riffing on
not
it.
most D&D.
Amazing.
Okay, so how do we use the sails?
Now that we can communicate, and now that in the
Established,
time it's
yeah.
taken for us to do that, the ship has descended another like half a mile. What's the steering position? We're gonna drop the sails and use them to be pulled along in the current.
No, I can take care of that.
Great. It's such a good idea. I'm glad I thought of it. Swift,
Excellent.
help Alistane with dropping the sails.
Excuse me.
You move.
I hear you,
Alright,
I hear you say
not too
something into a
hard.
thing, and then I just like protect the bubble so that nobody has to hear your sass. I don't need to know what you said.
It's a very big blood bubble and it's slightly blue as it floats away.
Don't worry there, lass. It'll be easy. I'll teach you how to avoid the boom. Although you're short enough, you'll probably be fine.
Swimming up onto deck, Alistane begins to work swiftly in order to set the sails loose. They begin to catch into the current and flow with a lift that seems to pull the ship almost onto, instead of a downward arc, it sort of now almost evens it out a bit and stops the descent from being quite as hard. With the pressure now slowing down, there is a little bit more time given to the crew who are still within. Looking up and above, Alistane and Swift, you guys can see very clearly that the waves have started to recede from the flames. There's now only a few small smatterings as the fire that's raining down is now subsiding. You're fairly sure that the storm has passed overhead and all that remains are the last lingering flames of the phosphorus, which once burnt out will allow you to safely return to the surface. But as you do so, we have received a plot twist from Corblever. I need both Swift and Alistane to make me a perception check.
Oh no!
Actually, you know what? Everyone can make me a perception check.
Perception.
Rolling the dice, rolling the dice. Gonna bring up my character
It was
sheet.
not excellent.
Guys. And the skills.
That
grab
was
the
most
dice.
heinous.
Only records which you own can be shared. What does that mean?
It means you
You're
can't,
done,
you can't,
Rob.
you can't spy on other people's sheets is what it means, Rob.
I'm spying on my sheet. I'm trying to drop perception from my sheet, and it's not doing
Nope. Access denied.
Amazing.
Multipass.
Is it not?
No.
Hold on, let me do that again. Hold on.
I'm also running into that same issue.
All right, hold on. All right,
it. Do I not have? Oh,
there you go. All right,
Oh,
try
ah.
reclaiming your characters real quick, and then try again.
what?
Go into characters.
Oh yeah, characters there. Where am I looking? I ain't seen it.
Just double click on your character.
I don't see it. See my character.
Oh, on the right hand side under the player tab.
Ah, player.
Player
Okay.
tab. There it is.
Yep.
Not under the character tab.
Well, it's in the character. Never mind. Fine. Okay.
Wait, who
now
just
try.
leaves?
Okay, there we go. Skills and perception, and let's try it again. Only these records which you own can be
I'm
shared.
glad
Am
I
I trying to
wasn't
drop them in the wrong
over.
place?
You're dropping them in.
into this chat.
It should work in chat. Try double clicking on the skill.
Dropping them here.
Yes, that should
That's
be
where
where
I'm
you're
meant to be
dropping.
dropping.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are
Double
you
click.
pulling?
Rob,
Are you pulling the
Rob, you-
dice or are you pulling the bonus?
Oh, we gotta pull the +2.
You gotta
Rob.
pull the
We
+2,
gotta-
or
we
the
gotta-
minus
we gotta
whatever.
pull
Gotcha.
Lady
Alright,
Colleen,
yeah.
I
You gotta
would
pull your modifier, yeah.
I would give them an insight bonus, but I don't know what they're doing wrong.
I got
No,
it.
we
Yeah,
were
I was
pulling
trying to
the
I was trying to
little-
grab
the
the
little
shield.
symbol, yeah.
Okay, beautiful.
The little buckler shield thing.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Okay, so with with a 10, a 3, a 14, and an 18, Alistane, you're the only person who takes notice of this in particular. And because Lady Colleen has given you an insight bonus, you also immediately know where the source of this is. So, what you hear is... Yes, that exact
Hear a
thing.
baby crying.
It's a baby crying underwater. It's adorable.
Tiny fish spawns making fish noises.
All right,
Link
you
that.
hear...
Alistane's eyes go wide and is
See-
like, ah.
See a merlink swim by.
A merlink.
Yeah,
could be a
Fish
merlink.
cat just comes out
Pretty
of
much.
nowhere.
He just broke in to say hello, and his mum had to take him away. I'm sorry, guys.
No,
You're
that's
like
fine.
You're like the
Yeah.
newscaster.
Yep.
All right, so what you hear is... Okay, here we go.
I'm ready for it. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be like the best thing you've ever heard. All right, and I'll give you a hero point if you can actually tell me what it is.
If I can hear it, yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
happening yet?
It is. Can't hear
I
anything.
don't hear anything.
Maybe
you
it's
doing
not
it
playing
through
through Zoom.
Fantasy Grounds,
Do I have to
or-
listen to your actual stream to hear it?
No,
Yeah, play it through the stream.
no, it's well, okay. No, it's just okay. So it's the sound of like these rapid
It
clickings.
sounds like the sound of rapid
Oh no, here we go. Here we go.
clickings.
Here we go.
Oh no, it's the crab people.
Oh no.
It's like
You-
an echoey, yeah.
It-
Yeah,
Correct.
it's like
Crabbies.
Yeah,
It's like
Sonic
an
Sonic
echolocation
location.
thing.
Yeah.
It's gonna be some kind of underwater predator. That's my answer.
All right, Alistane, do you want to take a guess? Because you will know what it is, flat out. But I want to give you a chance to earn a hero point here.
I was trying to hear it through the stream. So what was it again? It's like a clicking.
It's you definitely hear a distinct clicking.
I'm gonna guess the crab
Predator.
people. I'm gonna guess like
Could be
a giant mollusk or
It's not a
Be
bad
dolphin
guess.
person as well.
Not a bad guess.
or maybe like dolphin echolocation. kind of
Dolphin.
Closer.
Oh, orca.
Dark people.
Closer, but not quite.
Whale. Kill whale
Oh,
people.
God. Dolphin
It's the
people.
orcas.
All
Because
right.
they're in the area.
Is there a limit to how many
I
times
tried
you can
so
guess
hard.
for this hero point?
Orca people.
7
Kill
more
whale
guesses.
people.
Dolphin crab people. Multiple different
dolphin,
kinds,
crab,
like
orca
imagine-
people.
I lock
yes.
in the orca.
Crab
I
at
lock
the
in
front,
orca.
dolphin at the back.
Um.
I lock in orcas.
Revolting.
Okay. Oh, dolphin. All right. What it
They're called-
is?
Croakers.
What it is it is a sperm whale.
That's what I said.
Oh.
Oh.
That's exactly what he said.
I said an underwater predator because I
very
went
true.
broad.
I said whale.
God damn it. Rob.
I went broad enough to
Dude.
Sperm whale.
technicalities. I'll technically
Not
take my hero
great.
point, please.
Very well. You can
Very
technically take a hero point. All
I
right.
said whale.
Bats. Yeah, echolocation.
Yes, I'll allow that. That was pretty clever. All right, but yes, it is echolocation, and yes, it is of course. There you go. There's your hero point. Your blood
Yeah.
hero point. So
Didn't we
yes,
have some from last time as well? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure we all had.
Used a good amount of them.
I think.
Oh
I think,
yeah, we all chipped in a nat 20 token or something, didn't we, to
Yeah,
do this?
I think so.
To successfully get into this position.
All right,
To do this to ourselves.
Yeah.
and with that, let us share the map with our lovely audience.
Woo!
All right, there it is.
It's so
Oh, it's
beautiful.
big.
Nice face.
Oh,
that's
mama.
big.
All right.
Zalus is very excited.
A sperm whale seems to be making its way in your general direction. Now, in cases like this, you, Alistane, with your insight bonus provided by our lovely chat, not only know that it is a a sperm whale heading towards you, but in addition, you also know that it is currently, again, much like the crab that you were dealing with before, it is close enough to mating season in the fact that it is right now in a territorial state, trying to keep
Oh shit,
people
it horny.
away.
Ship, does it resemble a sperm whale?
It's gonna.
Moby Dick was a
Also-
sperm whale. Just a heads up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, sperm whale mating season.
Yeah, I
know.
was like,
You
there's a
know,
joke here, but it's
warning.
low-hanging
Yeah.
fruit.
Yeah.
It's low-hanging fruit.
It's
at
low
the
hanging.
points.
Yeah.
To be fair, low-hanging fruit is what the sperm whale is looking
low-hanging
for.
fruit.
There she
boy.
blows.
There it is.
Goodbye, there's my PG rating right here, and yeet! There it goes. All right.
You
there we go.
introduced
You
the
wrote
sperm
the
whale.
encounter. You wrote the encounter.
I didn't write this encounter. This encounter is a plot twist. It's a plot
Sperm
twist from the
whale mating
audience.
season. It's right there.
Does it say sperm whale mating season on the card?
Yes.
Is it actually?
No.
No.
But
And
if
you
I
wrote the
change-
encounter.
All right. Look,
mean-
where'd that come from?
In
Thank
any
you.
case,
Thank you to
As
our
he,
audience.
as he swims towards us, I say, he looks like he's getting all congealed.
Roll initiative. I'm just gonna kill you
He's
guys.
not, he's not mixing. He's not mixing with the water too well.
Amazing. Killing you guys.
Either the whale or the
Protein's denaturing in the heat.
either the whale or the party needs to go. I don't care which at this point. All right.
Somebody needs to die.
The new ship name is the low-hanging fruit. Yeah.
The low hanging fruit. Amazing.
All right. So as the sperm whale begins to make its way towards you, Alistane, you and Swift are on deck. Alistane, you hear the sounds of the clicking and are immediately aware of its location. It is moving towards you in a T-bone fashion. You don't know if it's going to ram you, but you definitely know it is likely not here for anything fun or pleasant.
got you.
Swift.
I wasn't
It's
sure if you
it's
were
gonna-
serious
it's
when
gonna-
you said roll initiative because I already rolled initiative.
Well, good, excellent. So Alistane looks like
It's coming. It's
I am
coming
prepared.
to. It's coming T-bone. It's coming T-bone you.
Yeah, I was wondering about that phrasing too.
look.
I don't think there's any way you can escape this deck.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm embracing it at this point. All right, Alistane, you're up first.
And I
So
quickly
need to roll
warn you.
initiative as well.
Don't worry. He might
Yes,
be.
please.
He might look like he's on his own, but there's usually millions of these guys around.
Yo.
Jesus Christ.
Dag, don't you just have
Alright.
egg on your face?
It looks like egg anyway.
I want to see if because did we hoist the sails, or do we have them down at the
Yeah,
moment?
I imagine we have them down so that the
Okay,
current
yeah,
would
so
so
they're
that the current would catch them,
propelling
and
us
we're
forward.
sailing through the water, sailing underwater.
Cool,
That's
cool,
how it
cool,
works in
cool,
magic
cool.
physics.
In magic physics, yes. Cool.
Do I need to select my token before I got that nat 20 or not?
Ooh.
Let's see. No. It has applied.
Oh, wait.
I got
Alright.
a 9.
There we go. Beautiful. Okay. Well, in which case, Captain Fork, you are first.
I'm first.
Yes.
Suck it, Alistane. I will. So we are outside the ship. Is this where we are? Are we like
Oh, this
actually
is
on the
good.
map
I don't
in
have
this
to make
position? Because we
decisions.
have no map. We have,
well,
no,
okay.
we have no ship on the map.
Well, that's because I didn't draw one, okay? I made this encounter
Just-
literally as the audience member asked for it, okay?
Just tell me where it is. Whereabouts is it? I need to know.
Here, there's your bloody ship. Are you happy?
Okay, cool. I am. I'd be happier with a
It's
nicer ship.
beautiful.
Well, you know what?
That
There.
front bit's broken off.
It's
Cool.
just there.
Which direction are we flowing?
Oh boy.
That way.
Which way is the wind
Oh
flowing?
boy.
No way of knowing.
You know the thing you've drawn on the front of the ship?
Stop
It's a
it!
bit like a.
Janet!
Lollipop. That's what she was gonna say. It looks like a lollipop.
Well, you can put it in your mouth if you want to, but.
It looks like a hypodermic needle.
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to
Hypodermic
say. Thank you.
This is how you know this is an actual play game, because like we sit in here, right, and we can't help ourselves.
Is there any way you
where's
thought
the-
this was
There are no
scripted?
senses.
Sorry, mistake.
Where's the ram's horns on the front, mate?
Oh yeah.
Specifically, last session, attach ram
thought
fins.
that was
Yeah,
the point of
actually, that's true. We worked hard for that, so
Plus, we
Yeah,
can
I
use it
would
as a
say-
weapon if we
There,
start.
Jesus.
Well, I was gonna say
Thank
if,
you.
the,
Thank
if the
you.
whale is coming at us,
And now it has legs around either side of that thing on the front.
Turn to face it. That might be. It might be better hitting it head on.
So that's what I'm
There's
thinking. So what?
So many
It's gonna try and
innuendos.
T-bone our.
Tip to tip,
Yeah.
if you will.
Yeah, tip to tip. Just like we're just gonna try and
Yeah.
engage a docking situation. I think.
Do we have a harpoon on our ship?
You
'Cause
have.
I know we have cannons, but do we have like a ballista or something?
You have one harpoon on the aft of your vessel.
Okay. On the arse of our vessel, we can do
Yes.
Yes.
What the hell have I got that I can?
Long range
I
is sort of difficult at the moment.
yeah. Ooh, what's Arms of Hidag do? That's something good, isn't it? And maybe I can grab him and grapple him or something with this. Batter him, strength save, necrotic damage, can't take reactions. But he's not.
There's a request for Azalis to one-shot the sperm whale.
Oh,
I want to
Phoenix,
so bad.
I
don't
Oh, yeah,
have-
easy peasy. This is it. This is
Here's
it.
the
All right.
problem. I don't
We
have
got
the
it.
natural 20 token like I did last time.
that. Zalis, smiter of
You
fish.
don't have to. You just
I
roll
love
a
it.
nat 20.
That's it. I'm gonna do it.
Just rolling
What
that
you
20, I reckon.
Okay.
All right. Sperm whale predators. Is there anything that's big enough
Oh.
to eat a sperm whale?
A kraken.
Orcas are the largest natural threat to sperm whales, and krakens are the largest unnaturals. Okay, yeah, orcas or kraken. Here we go then.
Krakens
So
are real.
as-
It's
As
thematic.
I'm sort of grabbed a hold of the side of this ship and I'm kind of like half swimming along. It's my right wing is going out doing breaststroke alongside this ship, wondering how I'm going to try and steer it, just kind of being dragged along for the most part. Look over and see this giant sperm flying towards me, and instantly knowing the creatures of the deep relatively well. I lift my hand up and a bunch of just like silt and phytoplankton and things around me seems to swirl around. It disappears almost in front of my eyes and then seems to wave towards this creature. And as it waves, it gets larger into more of this cone shape. And as he swims right into it, I'm hitting him with a fear spell. So I need it's a concentration spell. I need a wisdom saving throw, please. If he's within 30 feet of me, like he is on the map.
Yes, he is. Wisdom saving throw of. Oh, that is a 5.
5 will fail. I project a phantasmal image of his worst fears. So from what he sees, the ship and all of its sails, the sails and the masts seem to like melt and become this sort of flaccid tentacle-looking thing with these like wings, almost like octopus. You know how some octopuses have those like what are they called? The webbing, the webbing between the tentacles at the top.
Mhm.
The sails look like webbing, and the masts look like gigantic tentacles, kraken-sized things. The entire ship turns into the body of an orca, but all of the masts and the things that out the front, the ram spawns and stuff, look like tentacles. It looks like this
An octopus.
an octopus.
Or octopus.
Wonderful. I'm not going to do better than that. It looks like an octopus to this creature, and it looks like he's swimming directly at it, and its head turns around with the massive horns on either side. Looks like this unholy amalgamation of ramfish and all of the things that would eat it. So what that means for him is he drops whatever he's holding. Is this sperm whale holding anything?
Yes.
Yes.
It
Oh,
did hold
Dag, that is spectacular.
it did hold
That is
its it did hold its dignity, but it's dropped that now.
Well, it drops its dignity,
a
and then
small
it becomes frightened for the duration.
Well, I mean,
Well,
looking at what looking at what we've created, I feel it's warranted.
Don't flame it.
That's
Um,
horrifying. That's genuinely horrifying.
While it is frightened in this way, the creature must take the dash action and move away from me by the safest available route on each of its turns, unless there is nowhere to move. If the creature ends its turn in a location where it doesn't have line of sight to me, then it can repeat the wisdom save, but only then.
All right. Well, given it's got a 60-foot swim speed, that's gonna be a very swift retreat for it.
No, Swift, don't retreat. We're winning.
Swift, what do you want to do?
Okay. I hope you're ready for this. I am assuming that my regular musket does not work underwater because it is a fire weapon.
That
Piranha
is...
musket, yes. Regular musket, no.
I would say that your regular musket could get one shot off underwater before it would become inactive.
Okay, I'll take it for sure. In that case, I am going to, are you ready for this? Misty Step next to the eye of the sperm whale, and I'm going to shoot it in the eye, because that is what I do from point blank range. Yes.
Who wasn't afraid before, it's going to be now.
Oh yeah. All right, very well. As Swift,
Well, I've
misty
got
steps, you kind of turn into more of a mist mixed with bubbles as you then move across towards the
bubbly
sperm
stuff.
whale. You can hear the sounds of this large, beautiful creature as it's moving past, and then bang in its face. Make your attack.
Simon is beautiful.
Hang on. So
Right in
beautiful.
its-
God
Hey,
damn it.
Right in its beautiful human-looking eye.
Ow.
we are terrible people.
Is this the one that turns into piranhas?
No, it's the right, because I
Shoot
thought
a
that one wouldn't
piranha
have
into
as much
its
penetrative range.
Okay.
I mean, it depends. Can I penetrate its face with a piranha, or am I better off doing that with a bullet?
I mean, it'll penetrate it eventually.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I was thinking, like, yeah, I'm just gonna try and brain it, basically.
All right. You can shoot it with advantage, because what's it gonna do at this point?
Oh, thank you. Advantage. I take musket. I could also rapier it.
Look, you've...
Just
I'm just
shoot
gonna
it
shoot
in the face. You got this.
I shoot it in the face!
All right.
Yeah!
It is
20 to hit, point blank range,
All
in
right.
the eye!
It is it is shotted in the face as the bullet
Don't
flies.
mess with a bunny scorned!
I haven't even done anything yet.
Why does it
Deal-
say G20 next to the other thing?
Deal your damage. G20. Good
Yeah,
20.
G-
Good
that's a
20,
good
the 20 of goods.
Good to 20. All right. 10
That
points
is
of damage.
10 damage.
Did you drop that onto the orca?
I did not, because
drop-
I am a potato. Apologies.
It's okay.
Potato.
But I did get it in the eye. I mean,
I will allow it. You can have your.
I don't know
damage.
if I have any extra
Alright.
bonuses from like literally trying to shoot it in the brain, but that was the plan.
Well, its eye begins to bleed out. You can't. Well, basically, this kind of fluid kind of blah, 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 comes out of its eye. It is blind on that side completely now.
That was not the plan, but okay.
Good luck finding a mate, mate.
It is enraged.
Oh,
All right, now that Swift has completed her action, the giant sperm whale is slightly enraged, and will turn its attention to Alistair. But Alistair gets to go first.
beautiful. Would you say that the musket or the ball shot that Swift has shot into the eye? Would you say that I could kind of like see it floating around in there?
In the eye?
Yeah.
I'm only gonna say yes because I want to know what you're gonna do with this.
Cool. I'm gonna hit that with heat metal.
You monsters.
Oh,
All right, you try
Go ahead
to
and hit that
boil
with
its
heat
eyeball
metal.
out.
I could,
let's go.
Yep.
What does it need, saving
Yep,
throw
yep.
wise?
That is. Cause girl red hot. Fire damage. Con save throw of 13.
No.
But it,
All right, he fails
all right,
because
beautiful.
I can't apparently roll higher than a 4 on any of my saves.
You're gonna take 2d8 fire damage right now.
What a dick.
Beautiful. That's a nice little 13 damage.
The eye
Line up
explodes.
this whale.
Oh, man.
I would like to point out that in my world, whales are not an endangered species. right as
It
at
will
this
be
ver-
when we're done with them.
at this very
By the end of this short campaign.
in order to try and help save a little bit of face on my channel, I'm going to say that they're an invasive species in my
Right.
world.
Yeah.
A very invasive species. They're decimating the local
Like deer.
plankton population. Just
No,
They're
they
water
torment
deer.
the Shah Khan.
oh, there you go.
It's
Yeah,
actually
that's it. They
really
torment
Shah
Shah
Khan, right?
Khan. Yeah, they do. They do torment Shah Khan. Actually, you know what?
Yeah.
That gives me something. Very well. Okay, cool. I got
Alistair
this.
sees the whale look at him and goes, "How dare you look at my direction?"
What are you? What are you looking at?
Hasn't even had the chance to flee yet.
Poor whale is just like heading to the shops or something.
Yeah. All right. The whale will turn and attempt to flee, but as it turns to flee, I'm going to smack Swift with its tail because I'm going to pretend like that's not an attack and it's just trying to get away. And Swift is just too close. Oh
Just a
no.
free attack, eh?
Yeah, just a
He's gonna take
cheeky.
a free attack of opportunity when he's leaving the nether region.
All right, that's a 19 to hit.
Do I get a
Oof.
dexterity saving throw? To avoid...
Uh,
Oh wait, can I dodge? Wait, come on, Janet.
I believe in you.
I should know these things.
Dig deep.
Dig deep.
How does my character not?
Deep.
Dig deep. Dig deep. Dig deep.
When an attacker you can see hits you with an attack, you can use a reaction to halve the attack's damage against you. Okay, it's not what I hoped for, but it's something.
It is.
All right, so you want to half the damage?
Like it.
Yeah, I think you hit me. My AC is 15, so yes, please, I would like to halve the damage.
All right, very well. The damage is 21.
Ooh.
Yes,
Would-
half of that would be nice, thank you.
Oh,
All
yeah,
right, so that
definitely.
is 11. And it will swim away, which will provoke an attack of opportunity. But Swift has a gun.
Swift does have a gun.
Yes, you can't attack of opportunity. You can't attack of opportunity with a gun. All right. So, as the sperm whale vacates, you now realize that up ahead, obviously, you can see that the green flames that were set alight are now
flames.
out, and you have a chance to restore your ship back to its upright position before the whale returns.
Alright. Crew. It's time to try and find a way to surface this thing. Get your ladle, Swift. Let's hope he can do what he proves to. What he promises. And I'm gonna swim down beneath the ship and start pushing upwards.
All right.
Start swimming myself upwards as
It-
hard as I can.
It might take a minute.
All right.
So, Binkley told me
Question.
he knows the destroy water spell, which means he can remove 10 gallons of water, per spell. I don't know how many spell slots a ladle carries, so that's the best I've got.
He just does one and it's like, well, that's 10 gallons. And then it immediately
Hey,
just comes
Dag.
flushing back
Yeah.
into the middle.
Yes.
How far away is this whale?
It is currently
120 feet.
120 foot away.
Damn it, it's
Okay,
Alice.
cool. If if the whale comes within 60 feet of us, let me know.
Very well, I shall.
All right.
So Azalis, you are on. Azalis is prepared, is readied. But
Going
something.
fishing.
But as the ladle comes out and starts to eke out, like you can see, watch as the water kind of rushes out, and the ship that's sinking suddenly begins to stop. He's only got 3, which is still 30 gallons, which is a far cry less than what you need in order to fully re-merge, or whatever you want to call it. Exude.
Remerge.
Whatever you want to call it. Remerge. The ship from its sunken captivity. You can see Fork is just kind of pushing upwards. Alistane. Sorry, not Alistane. Well, actually, Alistane.
Oh,
yeah,
well.
you. What are you doing? Where are you at?
Well, I am curious if oh God, I don't know if any of the science of this makes any sort of sense.
Oh God, no. We haven't been using science since
This is
like
magic.
since the
Cool.
show started. We
We've
haven't
left
been using
science at the
science.
door. Yeah.
I'm wondering if there's any way that I can use heat metal on any of like the metal strands that are sort of like running through the ship to kind of keep it together. to start vaporizing some of the water, turning it into steam, and lifting us up like a buoy.
You can definitely start doing that. So some of the water will, of course, as you heat metal along the rivets and the like for the various sections of the ship along the keel, you can watch as as again bubbles start to come out of the top. Meanwhile, on the inside, you see all the macaw who are and then like, whoo! They take off their shirts. It's like they're in like a little sauna, and they're just like
Now,
they get like a couple of rocks
Hope
out.
you enjoy the spa day, boys.
They are enjoying this spa day.
One of them breaks out like a little pipe, sits back, has the towel around, and they're all just kind of like chatting.
Swift, you've been clocked by this whale, but it's knocked you and you kind of rolled and tumbled back towards the ship. As you kind of regain your bearings, where do you go?
Well, the captain has ordered me to basically engage my ladle, so that is what I am doing. I have taken Binkley, the ladle, and I have taken him to the side of the ship, and I'm sort of holding onto the side of the ship and sort of waving the ladle towards the inside, being like, Binkley, I hope you know what you're doing.
All right, and yes, Binkley is slowly but surely destroying certain areas of the water. Alistane, Sparrow Flyaway has granted you an inspiration.
Oh, I also got
Yay,
inspiration
thank you,
from Sparrow as well.
And you got inspiration from Sparrow as well, yes.
Yeah, yes.
The bestest.
Sparrow the
Gosh,
best.
indeed. Sparrows is looking out for people. All right. Now, Azalis, I need...
Zalis' cold eyes are just watching this whale waiting. I'm gonna also communicate to Fork as well and say, I have a plan, Captain.
I'm all ears, Azalis.
We need to get this creature closer to us before I can.
That creature won't be coming back anytime soon. I freaked it away.
Perhaps you
Before
can
it,
attract
before it was then blinded. Why, you want it to help us bring the ship up?
Oh. Ooh.
Zalis nods curtly towards Fork.
You trust your confidence?
I look back with like a serious look of questioning my glory and awesomeness.
You trust your ability to do this? You want to let me in on this plan?
If I cannot get it to help us, then I'll claim its glory with my martial prowess.
I would rather us not die underwater because of your need for glory, the day after you've already taken down a ramfish single-handedly, Azalis.
I nod.
You want this, you feel confident you can force it to bring us to the surface.
I can't guarantee it, Captain.
But you'll guarantee you'll give it your best shot.
Always, Captain.
That's all I can ask, and I will drop concentration on fear, so it does not have to keep swimming away from it.
All right. Well,
Probably gone 2 rounds or so, 3 rounds maybe.
Sure. So, for the purposes of the cinematic here, Alistane, you're kind of continually maintaining that heat metal, while Forks, you're kind of holding onto it as well. The metal that's heating is kind of making the water around you really warm, and it's kind of making it kind of really uncomfortable, the heat that's coming off this thing. Swift, you kind of are knocking out large portions of water within it, but as that happens, you see that Binkley sort of turns around and sort of stops casting as you've emptied out a good chunk of the water, but now it's sort of like.
No, you need a bucket.
Azalis.
Binkley's all out, Captain.
Amazing. Okay. Look, I don't know if this is gonna work, but we're gonna certainly try. Let me know when it gets within 60 feet.
60 foot.
Okay. Azalis is gonna grab his Moon Touch greatsword and then put it downwards like this. As he grips the sword, his gauntlets start to steam and boil the water around it. His armor then does the same thing, and he's enshrouded in this boiling water around him. The words that are sort of etched and engraved into his gauntlets, his oath, douse the flames of hope. Douse the flame of hope. Rule with an iron fist and strength above all. Almost in like this, communicating with all this sort of like primordial sort of like the way he's holding himself and not using any words. I'm gonna cast the spell Command as I just glare towards this whale, and just like sort of like communicate what I want through my presence.
All right.
Okay.
I'm going to use my inspiration from earlier on today,
Okay.
and
Then
I'm
your
going
wisdom
to
save.
make a wisdom save.
Or wisdom save DC 14. Fingers crossed.
That's a 9.
Yes.
I will fail.
Inspiration?
Okay, cool.
Inspiration?
That's with the inspiration.
Yeah.
Oh man.
As I'm holding my presence of sheer command, I'm going to look at this sperm whale and just like look towards the ship and then bring my gauntlet out like this, which is still boiling water around it. Point and then point upwards like this.
All right. The whale moves in a obedient fashion as it slips underneath the ship's hull, and you can Fork. Fork. You can see the whale coming up underneath you.
So I'm where I am on the picture here. I'm like holding onto the figurehead and I'm pushing it up from the figurehead because I was trying to like pull the
Yeah. Oh yeah,
front
yeah.
of
So
the
you're
figure
on the
upwards.
top, kind of pulling.
So
yeah.
I'm at the figurehead pushing it upwards from beneath, so I see it like get underneath the keel of the boat, and I'll spin around so now I'm like facing backwards, like facing the boat, but still pushing up on the figurehead, like watching it see if it.
My pointed finger
reaches our
turns to like a cup like this, and I'm just like keeping eye contact with it as I'm telling it to raise higher and higher. Again, I'm boiling water around me.
But it can't see where you're pointing because its depth perception's all off.
Yes, it's missing an eye.
Well, it's not missing the eye that's looking at
it. Overshoots it overshoots the ship and
Got no
reaches on
depth
the other
perception
side.
anymore.
No.
Yeah.
That's it.
My awesome moment.
So the whale begins to raise the ship, lifting it upwards and higher. You watch as it erupts onto the surface, and the fresh air begins to kind of fill your lungs. It's still kind of got that, we had that word for stormy smell, but yes.
Ozone.
Petrichor?
Petrichor,
Ozone?
thank you.
That's
Yeah.
right.
That you can still smell in the air as you erupt with a splash of water flowing from everywhere. And the whale, having brought you up, you watch as water starts to pour out from all the angles, from everywhere.
I'll drop concentration on heat metal as soon as we breach the surface, and I'll just start opening up every single hatch I can find.
I don't skip a beat. As soon as I feel air on my skin, I'm flying up onto the deck and inside giving orders. Out you come, you lazy dogs! Out you get! All hands on deck! All hands on deck!
They're running out with their
Fly over to the bell and I start. Bing, 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 bing.
I just love the idea that they've all been in a sauna, so they've got like cucumbers over their eyes and stuff.
There's definitely one of them holding up a towel with one hand while he's trying to do his job. Like as you begin to move around. Also, thank you, Hellhound, for the inspiration for me again. Yay! So as
Side you on, hellhounds. Ugh.
the winning side. No, it's not. I'm not winning. I am really not.
Now, is this whale going to give us any
To be fair,
any grief?
The underdog.
Well, I mean, now that
I
you've
think Azalis would be nearby just watching after I've done this.
let's see. I'm gonna give the whale just a cursory will save here. Just a.
See if it still feels like fighting after all the damage we've done it.
Yeah.
It's pissed. It is so pissed. It is so
Okay.
angry. It is enraged.
All right.
It dives back. Okay, so after it raises you to the surface, it dives back below the water. Azalis, you're
I'm
still in the water. Yep.
What
so
I want
you
to
can-
do was what I wanted to plan originally when I thought we were still hostile.
Well, hold
gonna
up,
make-
because you've just had
yeah,
an action.
okay.
Let me have a turn.
Yeah,
mate.
no, that's fine. No, it's fine. Yeah.
Thank
No,
you.
it's fine. It's fine.
So here we go.
Yeah.
So what you see, Azalis, from below the deck is you watch as the whale, after it's lifted up, suddenly dives straight down. It dives down almost the full 120 foot as it sort of starts to spiral downwards. You then hear that same clicking sound as before, and it seems to be pinpointing your ship. You get this sinking feeling in your gut that it is going to try and come up directly in the center of your ship and try to hit you and breach the water.
Yep. Now I'd still like to be in the water if possible.
Yep, you may
So
do
I'm
so.
not in the ship. Okay, cool.
All right, what do you do?
Okay, cool. Whereabouts is it? 120 feet away?
Down below.
So, but it's below us in the water?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to hold my action to cast a spell. I'm going to start casting Command again.
All right. Very well. Swift, where are you?
I have been hanging onto the side of the ship with Binkley, so I'm assuming I'm still on the ship.
Mm-hmm. Yep, there's the spray of the ocean sort of hitting you as you're hanging onto the side of the ship.
Now I look like a drowned rat. Now
you go.
I'm out of the water. All of my fur is like stuck to me like this. I look very sad. Yeah, I'm sort of a little bit shell-shocked. I'm looking around me. I don't know how much damage a piranha can do to the incoming whale. So I'm going to hold my action until the piranha surfaces. There's not much that's useful I can do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, having said that, is there a ship action I can do to get us moving?
Yes, there is. You can give the order command to accelerate.
Then that is what I will do. Let's get going! Come on, McCaws!
All right.
Go!
They begin to try and dry out some of the sails as they're basically trying to unladen it with all the moisture that's added to it. You watch as they lower some of the rest of the sails, and you can see that the ship has started to gain acceleration and lurch forward.
Okay. I'd like to hop up to the wheel if I can, and that will be the end of my turn.
Very well. Fork.
All right. Yep. I will. I mean, one trick pony. Do I want to mix it up a bit? Yeah, I want to mix it up a bit, even if it's not as optimal. I'll after giving this bing, 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 and giving all the commands, I'll see that this thing kind of like snorted angrily before whoosh, breaching and heading back down. And I'm thinking maybe that's not that's not the end of that thing. So out come the wings, back into the water. And I'm going to use my full movement to get down as far as I can towards it. So there's probably like 90 feet or so between me and him. And then within a range of 150 feet, I can cast Hunger of Hadar. So I will wait until he turns around and gives me a very clear indication that he's gone off to get a run up so that he can get a nice big forceful run up towards us. And when he's on his way back, when he's about let's say 90-ish feet from the bottom of the boat, so about 60 feet from me, I will cast Hunger of Hadar. So I'm holding that for when he's on his way back up.
Very nice. So Fork and Azalis, you're kind of side by side here at the same time with both of your actions readied. Azalis, you've got your command spell ready, and Fork, you've got the Hungering Darkness charged up and ready to go. Alistane, where are you?
That's a great question. I think Alistane's made it up to top deck. And you said... Give me a second. I'm just trying to figure out what the range of this spell is. Oh, okay. And how far away is it from us at the moment?
It is currently 120 foot below the ship.
Interesting. Okay. I am... So everybody else is sort of is holding their turns, correct?
Yeah.
Swift is piloting, and the other two are, yes.
I got to drive.
Cool. Very good.
Yes.
He's gonna look at Swift and it's like, no, it's fine. I am going to call lightning. I am going to make my way to the edge and sort of see if I can get a glimpse of the shadow of the whale coming up underneath us. And it is a 120-foot range. So I'm gonna see if I can call lightning down on through the water and light this whale up.
Isn't Fred still in the water?
Yep.
Oh no, my flashbacks.
Literally, flashback.
All
I
right.
don't know if it would have.
We were literally just talking about this.
Yeah, it's funny. It's fine. There might be enough distance. We don't know.
All right. So, as you can see the silhouette of the killer whale, the lightning bolt passes right between both Fork and Azalis. I need both of you to make a dexterity saving throw. Alistair, I need you to make your attack against the killer whale with your lightning bolt.
So, how far away from you are you from me, Fork?
Me and you, maybe like 10 feet between us.
All right.
Okay.
Well, there you go. You get
Something like that.
an aura bonus.
within
Oh,
the
yeah.
point that I choose, which is going to be the whale. So if you were in 5 feet within
Oh,
5 feet of the whale.
Yeah,
But we're also in
But
salt
yeah,
water.
I see what you're saying, Dag.
yes. So basically,
And
it's
wearing metal.
so everywhere between point A's and point B, and then 10 foot around is gonna cop it.
Okay, cool. Let me grab my sheet up.
How do I add a bonus
whale
to this
to
before?
make
You
a
might need to do it
Bottom-
manually.
The bottom left-hand side, there's a little box there that you can add a
right.
manual
What's
modifier.
your bonus, Azalis?
3.
That's 3. Cool.
Wait, how do I manually add it? It only
Bottom
has
left.
+2 there. It only has a +2.
No, you can just
you
in
can
the
type it
actual
in.
box. There's an actual box you can type in.
Okay. 3? Oh, there it is.
It's
Okay,
saying
cool.
advantage though.
Then
Oh, no,
click
it's saying
advantage.
adjusting. No, it's saying adjusting. I thought it said advantage.
Okay, cool.
Okay, cool. I think this is gonna do this +3.
All right.
Oh, and I also have advantage on it too.
Yeah, that's correct. 11.
It's almost as if you guys made people specifically designed to deal with all this ocean crap.
I got an
and
actual
then
20. Oh no, it didn't show up.
You
Okay.
Did you
said
drop it in the chat box?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, something's just
oh,
suddenly
oh,
caught
oh,
up.
hey.
Yep.
Oh, there you go.
Yep,
You got
there
your
it
natural
is.
20. Yep.
Yeah, okay, sick.
Yeah, it just took a second. All right. So, Azalis, you take no damage. Captain Fork, you will take half damage of the attack.
Okay.
Damage will be cool.
I really
Alistair.
don't want to lose the casting of this spell.
Wait, hang on. No, I don't want this to do that much damage now. Fuck.
Do it. I can take it.
fine.
I'm a
And
boss.
I need the whale to make a saving throw.
All right. What's the deck save? Oh.
Flippers.
Super dexterous for spin wheel, right?
13.
Yeah, really agile. Ninjas of the sea, some call them.
Ninjas of the sea. I love it.
All right.
You can you hear about the damage that a rogue sperm can do.
Hey.
Jesus.
Yeah.
All right. Roll your damage. Roll your damage, Alistair. Let's see what we get.
Oh, okay.
Max it out. Max
Max
it
it
out.
out. Max it out.
All right. That is 18 points of damage. That is 9 damage to Fork.
Cool.
Okay, not
You're
terrible.
you're holding your action to cast a spell
Sorry,
too, right,
Captain.
Fork?
Yeah, both of you are.
Yeah, I am, but
You'll
I may
have
have just
to-
dropped concentration on it.
Yeah, exactly. God
That's
damn
fine.
it, no.
Look, because you've got time between now and then, I will allow you to regain concentration.
Nah,
Nah.
All right, fine.
good, I'm
Jesus. Jesus. All right, anyway.
because to hold a spell, you have to cast the spell
You
and
have
then
to-
hold on to
yeah,
it.
hold
so if
the
I'd
spell,
have,
exactly.
So if I'd have lost
Fine.
concentration, I'd have
That's
lost
why
the spell.
that's why I was on the edge of my seat too, because we're both holding spells, and I was
All
like,
right,
no,
What is
no
it, or did you
damage.
keep it?
So here we go.
No, I kept
So
it.
Yeah, kept it.
Okay, cool.
the sperm whale turns and begins to immediately rise upwards. As it does so, Fork, your ready to action goes off first with the hungers of Hadar.
Yes, the water around it. I'm waiting for it to go. Then I'm looking at the eddies and the currents that it's creating as it's passing up, and each of the water that's flowing around it is kind of waving, and it looks like I kind of focus on it and imagine there being huge milky tentacles that are rising up alongside it. The tentacles overtake it, and right at its face, suddenly this huge inky blackness appears, and inside of it is writhing with long, very, very thin, maggoty tentacles, just impenetrably long, like a matted tapeworm or something. And it with its momentum just carries on right through it. It is a 40-foot diameter sphere. It is blackness, bitter cold, centered on that point, filled with a cacophony of soft whispers and slurping noises, and no light, magical or otherwise, can illuminate it, so it's blinded while it enters the area. But what's more is the space counts as difficult terrain, so just as I wait for him to get up all that momentum to breach, whoosh, suddenly he's halved speed as he moves through the thing, so it's going to take him 80 feet of movement to even get to the other side of it.
Ah, very nice.
And while he passes through, he's going to take some damage. Oh, you want me to drop it on him, don't you?
Yes,
I'm gonna
please.
Work out how to do that. It is going to be... where the hell's my spell for it? Actions, there it is.
All right. How big's the area?
It is a 40-foot diameter, 20-foot radius.
So 40-foot
sphere.
diameter, a radius.
I waited until he was, 60 feet from me.
Yep.
90 feet from the boat. So
Yep.
it would be, the bottom of that radius would be 20 feet below my feet.
Okay, cool. Yep. I'm carrying. I'm just keeping track of that. All right. Yep. So it disappears into the darkness.
This
Unfortunately,
is the darkness, and it takes some cold damage and acid damage. But I'm going to work out how to.
that's
do
fine.
those things.
Unfortunately for the whale, as it reaches into this area, Azalis, your ability then goes off.
Okay. Can I still see it?
You're going at the same time, so yes, you can see it.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool. I need a wisdom saving throw.
All right.
Cold.
Like just in life.
Oh, please.
And I could use a couple wisdom saving throws from time
Well,
to
I get a
time.
3.
Yeah.
that-
All right. This is sick. As that magic is being kicked off from Fork, I maintain my eye contact with the creature, holding my sword as the water boils around me and just sends these bubbles upwards. I'm gonna, with my eyes, I'm gonna command it to swallow me.
Ah!
You're going to command the sperm to swallow.
Yep.
The fine turn of
The
events.
other way around, but okay.
Swallow me and then flee.
All
What?
right.
God.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean,
Bye,
it can't.
Solace.
It. I mean, it technically can reach you with its quote unquote reach.
By the way, it first took 4 points of cold, which I didn't drop onto its thing,
That's fine. I'll take that.
and then 11 points of acid, which I remembered to drop onto it.
Very well. Okay.
Big plays. Epic moments. Let's go.
I'm going to presume that you're going to auto fail its swallow whole ability.
Yep. Gonna be a gut buster, a jawbreaker. Let's go.
All right. It does 18 points of damage, partially absorbed
Okay.
by the temporary hit points that you had earlier.
Yep.
And you are now inside the whale.
All right.
Now, every round that you are inside the whale, you are going to be taking acid damage.
Yep.
But, as we get here, we change our scenes a bit. All right. Inside the whale, Azalis, you are rushed in with a huge rush of water that just flows down the neck of the sperm whale. And as you land in what looks to be the first of a few different stomachs, you feel the sizzling of the acid as soon as you'd hit the ground. You can see that there's a bit of flotsam and stuff like that lying around in the guts as well. Big chunks of what look to be meat as you climb up to try and avoid just sort of sitting in the acid. That is when you notice something quite unusual. There is a lantern light that seems to be glowing in the stomach here. It seems to be coming
Geppetto?
Yeah, it's Geppetto.
It's Geppetto. It seems to be coming from an upturned raft that has been turned into a makeshift house.
Nice.
I'm in combat mode, but I can't not investigate this.
You got it, man.
Are we still in initiative, or are we on? Are we paused initiative for now?
Let's pause initiative for the time being. Though the whale,
cool.
the whale at this point has been instructed to flee. So even in the event that that we go into another round, which we will,
Everybody knows that whale stomachs act on a different time zone.
yeah, exactly.
The time
Like
dilation
Australia.
of
All right.
a whale.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
go
they're
over
trying
and
to kill
investigate
somebody's house.
the abode.
All right, you go to you go to the abode. You head over, and you can see that there is a sign on the front. It says only 2 words, and it is said in common. Fuck off.
It's you! It's Dag! In a whale! Artist self-insertion.
Yes.
I'm going to take my gauntlet up, which is still sizzling from the acid.
Make yourself known before I bust this whale's guts, and you are washed out into the sea.
With those very choice words, you hear the sounds of footsteps coming towards the door. You watch as the door swings open, but the figure standing behind it doesn't stand behind the door. Instead, you see this large pair of hands that seem to reach and grab the upper part of the frame of the door as this huge lumbering shoulder then bends down heavily in order to pass through the precipice. Unless you really want to, you need to kind of take a step back to let this guy get out.
Wait, do I have to? Unless I don't really want to.
Oh, unless he pushes you back, which
Yeah,
you can.
well,
Yeah,
I
He's-
do it just so I don't. Yeah.
yeah. It's not an intimidation
push.
thing. It's just
Yeah.
no. He doesn't want to push you. He's just kind of
Yeah,
stepping
okay.
out, and stepping out of the hut, you see what looks to be a 6'8" Shakan man with a very, very large black leather cloak, and attached to his back is what looks to be a rusted and miserable-looking anchor. As he looks towards you, he says, "The fuck you want?"
The fuck I want?
Yeah.
Glory.
Well, if you came looking for it here, mate, you haven't fucking found it.
No.
I look to the stomach wall.
I am going to blast right through there. And the guts of this whale are going to decorate the sea like none other. And you will witness it firsthand and tell the tale of Azalis.
He looks behind you. He looks around. Mate, where the fuck have you come from? This is the gut of a whale. What, you were expecting a fucking hand of applause for chopping up an oversized fish? You talk about glory. What is the matter with you?
There's nothing wrong with me. You wallow here in this stomach, sorry for yourself. I will not live my life or tell my tale the way you tell yours. Stand back.
I look towards the stomach.
And let me show you how glory is found.
I'm gonna smite the stomach.
All right.
I will double smite the stomach. If I had a natural
Double
20, if I had a natural 20 token,
All
I
right.
would use it.
All right.
I mean, it's the
as you-
Raven, so it's fine.
all right.
Azalis, the Dragonborn curry.
Yeah.
I love this.
All right. So as you raise your sword, bringing it down with as much entropy as you can muster, swinging it. I need you to make me a dexterity check.
Oh boy. Okay, here we go. Dexterity?
Yeah.
Just a straight dexterity?
Straight dexterity first.
Okay. Let me just quickly. So it's just a straight dexterity.
I'm reading up about sperm whale
Whoa.
biology, by the way. It's pretty impressive.
God damn it!
No,
Very
the chat's
impressive.
Going off about that.
It did it again. Do I have to wait for it to I gotta. It's fine. I got a 10. I got a natural 20 before this, but I got a 10.
All right.
So you gotta wait for the green box to illuminate first.
So as you swing backwards, you try to bring your hand forward, but it stops suddenly, as the back half of your blade has been caught by the hand of this large Sharkan. He says, "Oh, mate. I could have let you come by. I could have let you fucking cut through its gut. Hell, I was in good enough of a mood that I probably would have bought you a beer for doing so. But you think I'm wallowing here? You think I don't know what glory's about?" And with that, he takes his fist and he balls it, and he tries to punch you square in the face.
All right.
Now, while he's doing this, he's going to try and hold onto your sword.
Yeah.
But here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start with a strength check for you to hang on to the sword. This will be irrelevant to whether or not he hits you or not. This is just you
Okay,
getting
cool.
your sword out of his grasp. So,
Okay.
opposed strength checks, please.
Oh boy. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Please do so. Your DC is 20.
1 sec.
Oh!
I freaked you up by accident. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I feel like we're bringing this out in him. All right,
Yeah.
as you do so. All right, so that's
I hate this other character. It's fine though.
So you do indeed hang on to your sword. Now let's go
Yep.
with the punch. All right.
Cut his fingers off with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who knew there was a dude inside the whale?
Yeah, I know.
All right. Bum, 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 bum. Where are you? There you are. Oh, terrible.
Terrible? It's a 22.
And you
Oh,
know
wait,
what?
no.
I'm gonna.
You got
It's a miss.
22.
No, it was a miss.
22.
But I'm gonna use Sparrowfly's inspiration.
Sparrow, why?
God damn it, Sparrow!
Sparrow, we're friends. Why? Sparrow.
Oh.
Why,
Oh.
Sparrow?
All right. So this time it is a hit. However, it is not a. It is more of a friendly love tap than a colossal hit. You take
Friendly love tap.
7 points of damage.
7 points of damage is a
7
friendly
points of
love
damage.
tap.
It's a love
That's
tap.
one hell of a love language
it.
we got
Yeah,
going.
Yeah, I
there.
was gonna
That's all
say.
I'm gonna say.
I'd hate to be in his
Yeah.
bedroom if he likes to do rough.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
All right.
Oh no! I got was giving inspiration to me, not you.
Oh, was it? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Take that back, thank you, Mister.
Oh, I guess. Fine. Then, as he hits
I
you,
love
you
you,
take.
sir.
Then, as he collides with you, you take no damage, which I'll take off you now. Al. There
I'll
we
just
go.
like.
But
fuck
as he,
his hand.
yeah, you it kind of more hits your arm bracer
Yeah.
more than anything else, and you kind of absorb the hit. As he looks forward, he sort of stretches, like he hasn't gotten exercise in quite a while. And he then puts up his fists, kind of bar brawlish, as he looks you up and down. Now,
Stand aside and let me claim my glory. You hermits!
your glory lies through me, you overgrown pair of boots. Come get some.
And then they kiss.
Very well. You
then they
brought
kiss.
this upon yourself.
Do it.
All right.
Enemies to lovers. Enemies to lovers. Let's
Enemies to
go.
lovers! Enemies
that
to
would
lovers!
be
One
amazing.
scene! We can do this!
All right.
Enemies,
Meanwhile,
It's the
enemies
theme
and
of this
lovers.
campaign.
Enemy there.
The tension is high.
all right. Meanwhile,
He-
on
And he started this in with the fuck you want. And he just says you.
Yeah, exactly. You are the
You're the
fuck I
fuck I
want.
want.
And I fell in love instantly.
yeah, this is how all good love stories start. All right, Fork, you watch as the whale sort of, instead of powering through the mesh of tendrils that you've created, it sort of starts waving its tail and starts sliding backwards out of the actual waves. Up ahead, you can see the ship, captained by Swift at the moment, is starting to pull away as the Makar are like, which translates to "All hail the new captain."
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, they'll
That's
soon
why
pay
I took
for
all that
that.
charisma.
They'll soon pay for that disloyalty.
Well, they think that you've died and that they're leaving you behind.
Every time I jump in the water, they just forget that I can breathe and swim.
Yes.
They're like, oh, well, he's dead. Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah,
Where
that's
did
what
the
happens to
captain go?
Macaw. Macaw hit the water and then they die.
Yeah. The macaw just have such a lack of
They're
object
extremely
permanence.
hydrophobic.
Yeah.
They're the best to play peekaboo with, though. They never tire of it.
Very true. They never get bored.
Terrible
Alastane,
object permanence.
you are also on the deck, kind of watching over everything, kind of keeping your eyes on the water at the same time. When you see a bucket kind of floating up and down in the water,
Is that? What the hell?
Nub gub, and there's one of the macaw playing.
Oh God, what the hell are you doing down there? Get him.
Yeah.
Well, hang on a minute.
They pull
No,
out-
get him first.
And they grab what looks to be a large pole with a hook on it, and they're like,
Yeah. Because I've still got concentration on the storm.
yeah,
Do I know that Azalis has been swallowed by the whale?
No.
nuts. No clue.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Well,
The whale took another 5 cold damage for starting its turn in the void.
Done.
And then as soon as I see it sort of starting to retreat, I will back up and does the whale with the difficult terrain, does the whale manage to get all the way out of the void on its turn?
Well, it'll hit the thing and like only go in about 10 foot. By the time it then turns around and runs out, it'll double move to get out. Yeah.
Yeah, so it gets out. Cool. So then I will ignore I'll drop the Hunger of Hadar and just turn around and swim back up to the. Well, no point me dropping it, but I'll ignore its effects while I breach back
All
up
right.
onto the deck. Slow the sails. We must not leave the area. Azalis has been swallowed by the whale purposefully, I believe, from his stupid.
he's been what?
He got Azalis. He did his thing. He does. I think he's gonna cut himself out in a second. He had his sword out.
He went in there purposefully.
I think so. It seemed very Azalis-like.
Idiotic.
I'll go
Scaly assed lunatic.
No arguments here, and I'll dive backwards off of the boat again into the water. Start swimming after the whale a little bit.
Oh my
All right,
God.
guys, turn it around. Turn it around.
Everybody drop anchor. Someone drop the anchor.
Are we doing
What-
an anchor turn? That's bold.
Huh?
Yeah, like on a pivot.
All right.
not?
Make
Apparently this is what we're doing, because I
Sure,
said turn around and he said drop the anchor. So we are doing a pivot point turn
All
around
right.
the anchor.
So I need
This is really
a
bad for the ship.
yeah. So I need a
Terrible.
Okay, it was the
Make it
bosun who
happen.
said it.
I need a vehicle. I need a vehicle proficiency check. So if you are proficient with ocean vehicles, you may make a check right now to perform. It's called club hauling, actually.
Club hauling.
That's a great
I-
name there.
Do
What,
not have that proficiency. May I make a dexterity check?
You may.
Yeah, what does that fall under, Dag? Remind me again.
It's
Vehicle
like a tool.
proficiencies.
Yeah, it's like a tool.
I have vehicle proficiency, but I'm not the one sailing.
Oh, look at that.
10.
Not
Wait,
ideal.
what? It says I have a plus 7. It only gave me a... What jump far? Fantasy grounds. That's rude.
A risky maneuver whereby a sailboat tacks turns sharply into the wind by dropping one of the front anchors. Just like.
Yep, that's basically what you guys are doing. All right. So
So that wasn't
I'm
a
trying to drag
10.
it over,
That
but-
is complete lies.
what is the non-lie?
That should be 11 because I have plus 7 dex.
A complete lie, then, is it?
Not. Yeah.
All right. So as
Not a 10,
the
it's an 11.
okay, so as the anchor drops, it lists and you hear the sounds of wood splintering and cracking. as the anchor pulls. The sails begin to twist and gnarl as they suddenly sharply move against the wind, and you hear the sounds of straining wood against the the yardarm as the wind suddenly changes with that billowing wind now tearing up against it. You see that some of the Makara instinctively going, "Oh crap," and trying to pull up the sails to stop it from ripping the mast clean off. With a 10. You survive the encounter, the turn, but the ship has been damaged. All right. Alistane, you watch as the macaw have pulled up the nub job as he's now on deck. And he's talking about the sacred bucket to the other macaw. They then start fighting over the bucket.
I whack the bucket further onto Nubjub's head. Just wedge it there. Enough flipping around. Oh, how are we going to do this?
Splash off a cookie. Splash off a cookie.
Aye? And do you want to dive into the whale's mouth after Azalis?
Slap
That's what I thought.
Okay.
Any better plans?
One of them runs below deck and takes out the spare anchor that is on the bottom of your ship. And he ties a sailor's hitch to it.
Now there's an idea. You want to ride that whale, do you? See where she takes us.
They point in the general direction of where you guys are heading, roughly.
I'm confused. Can you translate?
Yeah,
for the
you're on the right track. Translation is they want to hook into its mouth and then have it ski, save a couple of days worth of travel.
Yeah, in the wrong direction, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We also need to then steer that thing.
Yeah. Or go fishing
So it does seem like it's heading where we're going.
Presently, yes.
Presently, yes.
My husband just brought me a cup of coffee.
Oh!
It's the best.
And just for that, we're
We
going to
can
give World
always-
Anvil another shout out in chat.
Yeah.
That's
There.
true.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's the best. Can we feed it
I'll
disgusting
just shout to
spicy
my partner
carrot?
to bring me some hot
curry.
drinks so that I get a shout out.
Can we feed it some disgusting carrot curry so it throws up?
I mean, I think that's a plan once we're
That-
hooked onto it.
Is that a
And-
realistic thing we could do to get Azalis puked back up?
Oh, yeah. All you need to do is.
That's the worst plan.
Oh, yeah. You're very aware that the food quality here is definitely one that would cause whales to retch easily.
Yeah. Carrots and chili pepper.
I think we hook onto it and then ride it for as long as it's going in our direction, and then the moment that it starts to turn, we cut it loose.
All right. You begin to set up for this plan. Fork, do you have any opinions on the plan? Overhearing it? Bits and pieces?
I haven't
I think
overheard
Fork-
the plan. I'm
I
in
think
the water, bro.
Yeah, underwater.
Oh, yeah, you're in the water.
I landed on the deck just to tell them what had just happened, and then said, "Slow down. We need to wait for Azalis to do his thing," and then dove back overboard.
Very well.
I'm slowly swimming after the whale.
Very well.
Fly, you'll catch up. Throw
Oh,
it
yeah.
over from.
All right. Meanwhile, in the belly of the beast, always wanted to say that. We return once more to Azalis, who is now standing before another a foe, a large shark-toothed individual. I'm gonna roll attenuative initiative between the two of you.
Okay, cool.
There we go. Azalis, you get to go first.
Okay, cool. Azalis gets his greatsword ready to strike and will repeat his tenets of his oath.
Douse the flames of hope. Rule with an iron fist. And strength above all!
And I'm going to cast Wrathful Smite. As I grip my sword, it starts to beam with white hot fire. I'm then going to run towards him and take a swing at him using Great Weapon Master. So I'm -5 from the attack, and I'm going to use my inspiration as well if I need to, but it's on deck. So let's find out.
Yeah, and you can decide your inspiration if you want to use your inspiration like later.
Hells yeah.
All right.
That's going to be a 17.
A 17 will not hit.
All right, we'll use the inspiration then.
All right, go for it.
14. Okay, cool.
14 will not hit either.
Misses.
Yep.
Okay,
So
cool.
as you rush up to hit, your great axe swings in the air, and you watch as the blade lands. You hit something solid, and there's almost this satisfying like, that was a good hit, like lots of weight behind it. But that's when you realize he's like reached around his back and he's pulled up this rusted anchor.
Hells yeah.
And as the blade hits it, he turns.
It is him!
I do have my extra attack.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
absolutely. He turns and he says, you do go on, mate. Shut the fuck up and fight!
All right. Great Weapon Master again. I want the 10 damage.
All right, go on.
No, I need to hit him though, so I'll do without Great Weapon Master. Here we go. All right. No! Natural 1? Okay, natural
All right.
1.
So with your natural 1, as you
Can I give him my inspiration?
No. as you raise your sword to take a second swing.
Hells yeah.
This time, you watch as Jaggerjaw takes his responsive swing.
All right. Let's see what happens.
I love that grumpy bastard.
Yeah.
All right.
Have we met Jaggerjaw before? I don't.
No.
don't
No,
understand
Jaggerjaw
your
is-
extreme
That'll
excitement
be
at
a
this guy.
hit.
So when Dag and I played for the D&G channel, we did Ghost of Saltmarsh, and Jaggerjaw was Dag's character, and my character was a mad mermaid called Lahuna. So I'm just really happy to see Jaggerjaw.
I recently went back and watched that stream while we were sort of like on our little break, and so the moment that he was
Oh
like
boy.
a Shakan with the rusted,
I wondered,
rusted
and then
anchor, I was like,
All right. So that is 18 points of damage as the anchor collides with you. As it does so, I need a strength saving throw from you, please.
Strength saving throw. Here we go.
Dread, you have gained another inspiration from Creative Garden.
Thank
You inspired.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna use that inspiration.
All right. Well, hang on.
Straight away.
Before you do, let's see if that'll be enough, because it might be enough. It is enough. It's fine.
Okay.
All right. So as he hits you, and you can feel kind of the weight behind it as the hit sort of collides. It tries to force you back, but doesn't quite.
Hells yeah.
He sort of says, "What's it with you glory hounds and pirates? Don't you know how to leave well enough alone? Oh, I've had it up to here. I swear if one more person comes down here and bugs me about some useless crap or treasure..." You watch as he turns, but instead of hitting you, he actually turns and seems to put his foot through what looks to be a constructed workbench. As his foot goes through it, it kind of tumbles into the acid that starts to burn and melt, just sort of.
yeah.
That's what he does with his extra attack, is he attacks some of the flotsam around. All right, which then brings us to Captain Razorbeak.
I'm swimming after the sperm whale, and I just got a nat 1 on the first Eldritch Blast that I sent his way.
All right, as you do so,
And the tentacle just like limply gets like 50 feet from it, just like nothing.
I like
Yeah.
the idea that the natural one
Sure.
means the tentacle gains sentience and then just like goes off by
like,
itself.
oh,
It's just like, screw you, dude.
I'm like, that's fine.
all right.
But the second one is better. 16?
All right, the whale is struck as the other tendril hits for 2 points of damage.
2 points of damage, and he is pulled 10 feet backwards towards me. or more likely because of momentum, I am pulled 10 feet towards it.
Yes, most likely.
The
All
Eldritch
right.
Blast tentacle hits him, and then whoosh. And also when he is hit by... Oh no, that's my bonus tentacle. That's what I'll do. I'll do my bonus tentacle thing to just slow him down as well so that I can catch up a little more.
Very nice.
If I can remember how the hell to do that on Fantasy Ground. Here it is. Guardian Coil, I think it is called. No, Tentacle of the Deeps, that it is. Oh, come on. How do I open this in Fantasy Grounds? Magically summon a spectral tentacle, yada yada yada, and it's that's plenty of range. I will hit him, make a Tentacle of the Deep attack. For 19 hits, so it does 4 points of what kind of damage is it? 4 points of cold damage, and its speed is reduced by 10 feet.
All right. It is not retreating as fast as it should be, which is bringing it lots and lots of grief.
Dolphin swimming after it.
Now, for the purposes of the correct layout, Alistane, you have instructed the macaw who have created this makeshift crane that is now attached to a large rope and a large anchor. You can kind of see Fork as these kind of dark illuminations sort of like begin to appear in the ground as you are launching, as he's launching these Eldritch Blasts. You know that to be your rough target. Now, I would like for you, if you would like to attempt to hook said giant beast,
I would.
to choose to make either a craft check using a particular tool of your shipwriting, or you can make a ranged attack, whichever works best for you.
Ooh. Okay, let me check my abilities.
We've done our turn already, haven't we? So we're going towards the
Yep, correct.
whale now.
Correct.
Can I ramp us up to ramming speed, please, as we approach this thing?
Did we chop off the other anchor?
Oh, it's underneath the waves at the moment. So you can
As soon
move
as we
at
turned
speed.
around, we probably raised it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you move, what you can do is you can add momentum to Alistane's attack, and I will give him advantage if Swift is trying to move towards, like, full bore towards the whale.
Lovely.
Yes, we are going as fast as we can.
Lovely,
I've never had the wheel before. We're going as fast as we can, guys.
All right, here we
I'm
go.
giving her all she's got, Captain. I'm not entirely sure what that is, but I'm pretty sure that's what we're doing.
This poor whale. Wow. Okay. Yeah. That'll.
Damn. Okay.
22.
This whale has taken a battering by now.
It has. So basically the
It's
the
gonna be a
anchor
colander by the time we're done.
the anchor slips into the water, and I need you to roll me 4d10, please, Alistane.
Beautiful. Can do.
And this is with added bonus from Swift and the insane piloting that is happening.
How do I add?
I can just
more...
imagine her hanging off the wheel like, woo!
Hold down your left click and then right click to add an extra one.
Pat's disappeared completely. Fantasy Grounds have swallowed him whole.
Oh no.
Ah,
There we
There
go.
he is.
I'm trying, but I only have a trackpad, so I might just have to.
That's okay.
This one. 2, 3.
Wow.
4.
So it's 19, 20, 21. So that's 21 damage. Whew! Okay. Yeah, the hook digs deep into its flesh, and attached to the large, heavy-set sailing rope that is kind of like a mesh of multiple ropes, the ship suddenly breaks very, very suddenly again from its momentum, and you watch as the sperm whale's neck just arcs backwards and kind of almost flips it upside down. Azalis and the Shakan need to both make dexterity saves.
Okay.
Oops.
Or lunch, please make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy, 3.
Okay.
That's not great.
Inspiration.
Now, bear in mind, inspiration doesn't carry to the next game, so if you want to use it now.
All right. How close are we to finishing? We're
About
like
10, 15
pretty
minutes.
close, right?
At most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go. Thank you so much for the inspiration code clouding. No!
All right.
Oh.
You,
Well, the dice
There's
be-
so much it can do.
all right, so
Yeah.
you
That's-
slip and you fall
That's
into what?
shocking.
You slip and
Wait. Can I give him my inspiration?
No.
I'm not doing much except sailing the ship. No.
You
I
can use
tried
inspiration to
red.
petition the GM for nonsense, though, if you would like nonsense.
Don't tell me that. We'll never get anything done.
Oh, you know what? Give me your inspiration. Give me your inspiration. I'll do something cool for you.
That sounds like the kind of thing my mother told me to say no to, but okay.
Very well. With your inspiration, Azalis, as you slip from the bank that you were on, as the whale's stomach turns upwards and coils and recoils, you watch as some of the flotsam that this large Sharkan had kicked into the surf. Suddenly, these tendrils reach out and grab hold of you, preventing you from diving into the water. You can see that these large bits of wood are covered in what looks to be barnacles that have reached outwards and just started ensnaring your armor and your legs, and are pretty much keeping you just above the acid.
Hell yeah.
As this happens, you watch as the Sharkan kind of looks you up and down like, that's not right. He's kind of like, he's hesitating for some reason. As we then return to Azalis.
All right. So am I restrained right now?
Yes and no. You are restrained in the sense that you are being prevented from falling into the acid. You are, however, not restrained in the sense that you do not need to. You are not restrained or held back.
Am I still standing as well?
No. You're kind of like Mission Impossibling.
All right, cool. So I'm going to try and maneuver my way up to stand, but what I'm going to say towards this Sharkan is like,
It's because we want to strive for something. It's because we don't want to be stagnant here, being digested by life. You need to stand for something, Sharkan.
how am I making my way up? Am I standing yet?
Yeah, you kind of
cool.
Your legs are kind of like a little bit weird because you're like kind of like it's like a toddler in like one of those like little things at this point. You're like, as you say,
I'm going to say, wait, sorry. I'm gonna continue going on. I'm gonna say,
I will not let life digest me. I'm going to bust its gut wide open, and I'm going to leave my mark. So what say you, Sharkan? Are you going to let it digest you?
And I get ready to attack. It's just with hearing depending on what he says.
Jagajaw is
Stand for something, damn it!
he looks down at what looks to be a like basically it's like kind of like this small token. It has some seaweed wrapped around like an old piece of driftwood attached with like barnacles and the like, and it just has the half broken out name of an old helm. As he kind of reaches down and sort of grabs hold of it, he shoves it in his pocket and he says, "You know, for someone with a forked tongue and no lips, you talk a fucking lot."
That's how they remember me.
He at this point in time he sort of reaches up and he seems to take a large piece of fish and throw it up into the like bit of wherever the barnacles are, which then release you. And as you sort of fall down, he kind of uses the anchor to kind of grab hold of a piece of meat. He says, "We're not done here, mate. We are far from done here." But I feel as though
Trust me, I
feel as though the mood is changing. So let's go somewhere with a bit more air, shall we? And you watch as he opens up his jacket and pulls out what looks to be a writhing lizard's tail. It's kind of blue in color and looks rancid. He drops it into the acid and he says, "I hope you can swim." And as the neck arcs back from Alistain's pull, this amber-colored vomit erupts like a cloud, and resting within is Azalis and this Sharkan.
I always had a feeling that Azalis would give him a heartburn, but I never figured it'd be that bad.
As this happens, this vomit cloud rises up to where Forks is trying very hard to swim out of. It floats very, very, very well. I need Azalis, Fork, and of course the shark to make Constitution saving throws.
All right.
This stuff is really valuable. Just
What is
saying.
with my saves?
Ambergris, yeah.
Ambergris.
Horrible. 9. Unless it's a magical effect.
It is not a magical effect.
Okay, no, it's fine. Oh, I get a
right.
+3, so 12.
12. Okay. Well, you are still nauseated as you are in the vomit, but as you kind of choke on some of the vomit and stuff like that, you still manage to kind of claw and swim your way up. Swift, with the ship stopped, Alastane, looking over the edge at this sight of viscera and guts and blech. You see Azalis, Fork, and a very familiar shark popping its head out, covered in golden goo and slime. Kind of, fuck my life! Ugh.
Jagajaw.
He looks up. He says, "Depends who's asking."
What the bloody hell? Alright. Let's get him up here. But don't just stand around. I said get him up here. Throw the nets overboard.
Oh, it's in my feathers. I can't fly right. God damn it.
That's...
Alistair is not going to let any of you on the ship until you've had a bath. You do know that, right?
Azalis, are you around? Do I see Azalis in this vomit?
Oh.
You can.
Yeah.
Did you get your? Is this the picture of glory that you were hoping it would be?
No.
Yes,
I had
I
to
didn't think
save
it might.
this one.
And I look over towards Jagajaw.
I found it wallowing inside the stomach of the creature.
Allison's just kind of like cocks his head and Jagajaw like, what?
Well, I thought that it'd be the one place people would leave me alone.
We'll have words later, Azalis, and then I'll do a backward somersault deeper into the water. I'm going to sort of essentially keel haul myself to try and wash out off the ambergris, and then, I'll fly up the other side and onto the ship.
Yeah. You watch as the large Sharkan sort of tries to climb on the deck. As he does, he's kind of like wiping all this crap off him as he's making his way up. Azalis, you climb up as well, like with the net and the macaw helping you. And with the sign of the ship's sails unfurling and this, kind of like almost like, like wide-eyed Swift still on the wheel, like everyone's too busy.
I'm halfway down the wheel now because this thing looks like it eats rabbits.
Oh yeah, this thing
Don't
definitely.
worry.
It's got really big teeth. It definitely eats rabbits. Swift is like half the size, and you see the wheel with 2 paws and 2 bunny ears coming out the top.
Adorable.
That's
All
what
right.
you can see right now.
As the scene unfolds and the wind begins to pick up in favor of our party, the creaking and groaning of the ship after this very, very dangerous maneuver of submerging, re-emerging, then club hauling, the ship is battered and torn and very, very weary looking. But that is a story for another day, as we will return in a fortnight to continue the story and the adventures. Who is this new and mysterious figure that is found in the guts of a freaking sperm whale? And what does he have to do with the story of the great treasure of Captain Goldfist? All of these and more will be revealed next time when we return.
Dragon Bones.
Hell yeah.
On Dragon Ball Z. Now, if you guys would like, please feel free to head over to the Discord. We do have a channel, I believe. Don't let me lie to you, but yes, I believe we have a channel for Sirens and Silver. If you guys want to share your favorite moments, if you have any questions about the game, throw them in there, because that's what we're going to do. But, of course, we have wrapped up a little bit later than our normal schedule, so we are going to say bonjour, no, that's the wrong thing, bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
We're going to say bonsoir to, of course, our wonderful players who are going to tell you a little bit about, where we can find them in the internet space. And a memorable moment from today's game.
So we are doing one?
Yes. a
What,
memorable.
singular?
I've been very good
Singular.
recently, guys.
You have
I've
been good.
very
I will admit, you have been very good. You have been very good. But yes. All right, Fork.
Hello. I've been Fork today, and on other days I'm Robert Hartley GM. You can find me at Robert Hartley GM on any of the things where you might want to watch people doing D&D stuff.
Yeah.
And a memorable moment from today, I'll go first and steal Alistane exploding the already shot eye of a sperm whale, just to add insult to injury, just to see that he could.
Oh yeah.
I actually did double damage on that because I was like,
It's
I
a
mean-
ball bearing that's inside an eye that's going
Yeah.
to heat up and explode, and yeah, that was nasty shit.
yep.
Fantastic.
Well done. Should be ashamed.
Thank you, buddy.
Swift.
Hi, I'm Janet. I'm Swift here, but in the rest of the world, I am Janet. I made World Anvil with my husband, and now I also write RPG games and write novels. And you can find me over on YouTube and everywhere else that is at World Anvil. But we just started releasing videos again on our YouTube, so if you want to check out some world building advice, writing advice, D&D stuff, then you can find it there. We just released a video about taverns because we're doing a tavern challenge right now.
Hell's here.
Yeah.
All right, Alistane.
Yes, I'm gonna actually go with Dread. That motivational speech that you gave to Jaggerjaw right at the end there was excellent. Oh,
Thank you.
it was really, really good.
Thank you very much.
I like
wanted-
that a lot.
I wanted to change the situation.
That was good. It was
yeah.
a nice little like tone change and kind of like that was very good.
Because
I like
fighting
that.
wasn't working for you.
Oh
So
yeah,
you needed a tone change.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this is a very important NPC. So
The dice are telling me I'm not allowed to kill this guy.
exactly
So-
right. I
I'm
just
not
got hit for
better
27
talk out of
damage.
it.
And not that this matters. I just want to point this out. Like, I was so confused because Jaggerjaw wasn't there because he was moping. Like,
Yeah, I know.
It was just
You
so
gotta-
funny that was where
It's
Alice
perspective.
That was the
It's
impression.
perspective.
Yeah,
and
no, but it was
context,
great.
right?
I loved that because it was like
Because-
Azalis represented everything that he was trying to get away from. Just
Yeah.
and of all things, the brilliant bit was the knocking on the door. There wasn't like I kick the door down or I kind of make a big noise. It's like
Say.
no, he
Yeah.
knocks. It's like
Meanwhile, Jaggerjaw
was-
in the middle of a whale is like,
Yeah.
who ever lived?
like
that?
I don't even know why I put a door in. Like
Yeah.
Hi there. Have you heard of the good word?
Exactly.
So good.
They find you even there.
The good word of
forgot my
conquest.
memorable
Have you heard of it?
you got a memorable moment?
Before
I forgot my
before-
memorable moment. I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's okay.
I was so
That's fine.
busy trying not to say nonsense that I forgot my memorable moment. It's when Rob stole my idea. It was so smooth. It was so well done.
Which
When
idea
Swift
did I
was
steal?
like, "Oh, we can use the
Oh, yeah.
the sails to as
That's
fins
amazing.
to steer the ship." It's
I
like the
thought of
first
it.
decent idea Swift has ever had. And then Rob's character Fork was like, "Yes, we'll definitely do that. My idea was the best."
I'm glad I had a good idea. This is why I'm the captain.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm that great gentleman everywhere on the internet. Come and find me over on Instagram, TikTok. I will be performing Actoroki, which is would play a D&D game and then make a script out of it and perform it live, voice actor style on stage, live at GaryCon next weekend. This coming weekend, not next weekend. Next weekend. Yes, I don't know what day it is. And that'll
Time
be
is a
on-
lie.
Yeah, and that'll be
Time
on
is a lie.
GaryCon live on Twitch, I believe, during next weekend. So yeah, check us out there. That's what I got.
Yay! Azalis.
Okay, this is very hard because it was a great session for everyone. So, hi, I'm Josh, Dread GM. You can find me in the internet where you type in Dreaded GM. I'm mostly on the Twitch channel these days, but the YouTube videos are slowly coming out. I love people. I love gaming. I love community. I love celebration especially overall. So if you want to be a part of that, come join us. We do a lot of cool things, and we got a lot of cool things coming up as well.
Also, he has dreads, and he's a GM.
Yeah, I have dreadlocks, and I'm a game master. So
And he also instills fear in his enemies.
I do.
Yes,
I
and
do.
his players.
Yeah.
Dreaded.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Look, when I said that Azalis was going to be the mad swordsman of the ship, that's what I'm going for. So
Yeah.
Made
That's what I'm
sense.
trying to do.
Made sense.
Do I have to only give one, Dag?
Yes.
It depends on how quick it is. I might give you a second if I'm feeling nice.
Make it snappy.
Okay, really quick. Fork, I really loved your description of Hunger of Hadar, and I love being like next to each other, next to you while we're doing all that stuff. It was
pretty cool,
brilliant. The descriptions were amazing. Alice Stang, your call lightning was sick, but I also loved the emotion that you captured when you saw Jaggerjaw and you had like this instant history, and we could sense that with the way you were performing. It was amazing. Swift, shoot to the eye. That is like one of the most like memorable moments ever. Is that you just like appear with a gun and then shoot it. I love that so much. It was so like it was like a scene from anime where you're just like, that happened. That was sick. And Dag, my heart was beating so fast. So like that's how immersed you got me. So tonight's game was flipping amazing. And like I was right in it. For me, like you essentially got the equivalent of getting me to swear on the stream when I rolled that natural 20 on the save.
You flipped me. You flipped me off.
It was an accident. I was just so in it. You had me. You gripped me. I was like, oh my gosh, I loved it. I loved every single moment of this session. And I can't thank you enough because it was flipping amazing, man. Like, gosh golly, so good.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
And what about yourself?
Oh, myself.
Well, you're going this way. I mean.
Yeah, I might as well do self moments. Well, I loved getting the sperm whale to raise the ship. I thought it was very cool. Like I just like this whole like. It was just very epic, and that's what I was going for. I especially enjoyed the bubbling water, the boiling water. I love that so very much as well. So
awesome. Well,
yeah.
Thank you so much. Now, for me, of course, my memorable moment was, of course, getting to revise Jaggerjaw. Jaggerjaw is one of my favorite characters. Yes, he is an NPC. He's not a quest NPC, but he is an ally because I think games where you only deal with like catastrophe after catastrophe is just boring. So Jaggerjaw represents my appreciation for my players and just adding a little bit of history and stuff to there because these people are important to me and I want them to do so. And it was also a nice little nod with Janet and I's history as well. Which, of course, if you'd like to see that, I've now posted the link in chat. That is where you will actually find out more about Jaggerjaw, because Jaggerjaw was a character that I played for the very first game I played with Janet. And the little tendrils that came out, those were actually barnacles from the armor that belonged to Janet's character. And that's what caused Jaggerjaw to pause on Azalis, basically, and not just murderalize or just go into fight to the death, because Janet's barnacles liked him for some reason, and he's like, well, if Janet's barnacles like you, then it must mean you're not a bad guy.
yeah.
If you've been licked by the armor of Lahuna, you're probably all right.
That's basically.
Or delicious.
Yeah. Jaggerjaw is very salty and grumpy, but he does more than anything trust and love his crew. And above everything else. So that was my memorable moment. As for me, I'm Michael. I'm the Dead Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. You can find it here all over, all the time. Freaking hell. And you can Google me everywhere. In addition, guys, you will find me in a very special game tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard U.S. time, or 7 a.m. Australian Western Standard, which I'm the only person that follows. Let's be honest here. But I will be over on Quincy's Tavern, being an adventurer in Quincy's Tavern. So I'll be adventuring. I'll be adventuring there, and that'll be a whole bunch of fun. It is going to be an amazing stream. It's going to be a whole world of fun. So come check us out there. I may as well shout out Quincy's Tavern. I mean, it just makes sense. This is where you
give him my love.
There. Yeah, go do a thing. Go check a thing. We are gonna go and raid. Where are we gonna go raid? Did I raid you as you were ending the raid? Oh, Geeky, did you raid? Yes, you did. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes.
Thank you,
yes, you did. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much. But I do hope to see you again. Do come. I will. Rest assured, as soon as the stream is over, I will go and follow you. I'll go and watch all the things because we celebrate people. We celebrate each other. That is the nature of the Twitch space and the nature of us role-playing people. So thank you for stopping by and thank you for your support. Now, who's doing stuff? No one's up and doing things. We have...
GM Workshop's on, is it?
GM's Workshop. There we go. Boom.
Yeah.
Everyone on my, I really need to be more selective about who I've got on my thing, because it's mostly like people playing Elden Ring.
Elden Ring, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
GM Workshop's on.
Done.
Dead Game is on apparently as well.
Yeah, but that guy's terrible.
Oh, I've heard of him.
Yeah, he's so.
Oh.
All right, guys. Have a wonderful week. Enjoy whatever the day, evening, or weekend brings for you. All the best, no matter your exploits. May them be successful, and may your dice roll interestingly. Until the next time we meet again, which will hopefully be in a fortnight for Sirens and Silver. As always, game hard or die trying.
Die trying.
Bye.
Bye.